In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to add or subtract numbers inside cells in Excel. First, open Microsoft Excel and go to the worksheet where you want to do your calculations. This can be a blank sheet or one that already contains numbers. The main idea to remember is that Excel performs calculations using formulas, and every formula must begin with an equals sign. That tells Excel you want it to calculate something instead of treating the entry like plain text. Let's start with addition. If you want to add the values from two cells, you can click into an empty cell and type equals A1 plus B1. Written out, that looks like A1 plus B1. After you press Enter, Excel adds the numbers from those two cells and shows the result. This is the most basic way to add values directly from cells. If you need to add more than two cells, you can keep extending the formula. For example, A1 plus B1 plus C1 adds all three of those cells together. This works well for short calculations when you only have a few values to include. For longer lists, the cleaner and more efficient method is to use the sum function. Type ESUM A1 A5 to add all the numbers from cell A1 through A5. This is especially useful when you're working with a range of data because it's faster to type, easier to read, and easier to update later. Now let's look at subtraction. To subtract one cell from another, type a formula like A1 B1. Excel will take the value in A1 and subtract the value in B1. If you want to subtract multiple values one after another, you can write A1 B1 C1. That tells Excel to start with A1, subtract B1, and then subtract C1. You can also combine addition and subtraction in the same formula. For example, A1 plus B1 C1 adds A1 and B1 together first, then subtracts C1 from the total. This is helpful when you need a quick net calculation inside one cell. Another clean method is subtracting totals by using sum. For example, RSUM A1 A5 CM B1 B5 adds all the numbers in the first range, adds all the numbers in the second range, and then subtracts the second total from the first. This is a great option when comparing grouped values. One final tip: always begin formulas with the equals sign and use sum whenever you're working with long lists because it keeps formulas neat and easier to manage. You can also mix cell references with numbers like equal 1 plus 10 if you need to add a fixed value to a cell. And that's how to add and subtract numbers inside cells in Excel.